I'm not excited, I'm not worried, I'm just in mode. My goal during a reading is to give validation, comfort, and a strong message. This is not work, this is my life. Share in that experience with me today.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel it.
There's a special atmosphere in here. Even when I was sitting down in the stalls, watching them build the set this afternoon, I could feel some spirits around. That's quite unusual 6-7 hours before a show. Spirits to be quite close to me. Generally spirits start appearing maybe an hour, 2 hours before a show. So I'm really excited about the fact there's spirits here. Why do I think that's happened? I think maybe because the spirit world also realises how special this is. I got a feeling tonight's gonna be a good night. When I came here a few months ago to have a look at the theatre, I remember standing on stage and a spirit coming to me and me actually doing a reading with a couple of the guys I was talking to who were involved in Carré. And for me, that immediate connection told me that spirits obviously have a vibe with this establishment. There's a special connection.
Ik kan pas over als jij dan ook over bent, hè Naldi? Dus als jij op zwart staat, op die setting.
Ik heb er hier 2, hè? 3. Oh, die wel, ja.
You can hear them all talking on stage just now. But all my crew are a bit nervous today. And when we brought the piano on stage, and one of the sound guys was playing the piano just to check it out, shaking like that, I thought, my goodness, this must be really special, because I've done so many shows with these guys. I know when the nerves are kicking in, and I know when they're totally blasé or relaxed about a venue, and today it's something special for them. So therefore, I realised the importance of performing here. In Scotland, especially if you live around the Glasgow area, the number one place to perform is the Glasgow Pavilion, and I've been lucky enough to do, I think, 4 shows there. And in the United Kingdom, the place to perform, or the places to perform that are really well known, the Royal Albert Hall and the London Palladium. And from talking to people who are Dutch, they're telling me this is a really significant venue. It's on a par with the London Palladium, the Royal Albert Hall. So I'm very, very honoured. But being someone who's not really attached to the Dutch culture, because I've only been here for 3 years, it's hard to get my head around exactly what this means. I think from what people are telling me, it's the ultimate place to perform. And going back to who've performed here, Sammy Davis Jr., Bette Midler, international superstars. So to be in one of the dressing rooms, and when I came this afternoon and I was unpacking the dressing room, I thought, my goodness, Sammy Davis Jr. might have been in here, or Bette Midler might have been in here. Really, really special. Well, when you're in different dressing rooms, it's nice to sort of make your mark. So I normally have these at home. So it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable regarding being in a strange environment. So you're sort of bringing your home comforts to a dressing room. I'm nervous when we're just doing a rehearsal. The thing about what I do is this is the only thing we can rehearse. You can rehearse walking on, you can rehearse coming off, you can rehearse walking on, you can rehearse coming off, and everything else you can't.
Dames en heren, met de dame van de as, Derek Ogilvie!
Actually, I'll tell you why this interview is really good for me, even though I've got people here who are managing me and telling me to hurry, but because by talking to you just now and by explaining what I do is helping me to get into the frame of mind of doing the show.
That tonight's gonna be a good night. Rock.
Wait here and just see what's happening. And well, here you see more. And then there, you're there, and in the end you run the bubble and you said, ah!
Who is this guy? It's quite interesting that we're doing this interview now because I don't normally do interviews a few hours before I go on stage. But sitting here just now is really making me understand how important this show is. Not just through this interview in Carré, but how important it is for the people who are coming.
Zie ik jou zo in de kleedkamer of nog mee? Ga ik wel gaan zitten hoor. Ja hoor. Even hoor, geef me 1 minuut. Ja.
To prepare before a show, I have a routine. At 7 o'clock, I'll go and have a shower. I finish at 7:15. 7:15 to 7:45 is dressing, makeup, and 7:45 to 8 o'clock is getting into the zone. And that's when I pray. I do some mantras. I rebalance my energy, and that's about focus on the job at hand. And those 15 minutes are very personal to me. I'm not a control freak, but no one's allowed in the dressing room. I have to be on my own. I have to focus. Then maybe I'll do a quick reading with one of the guys who works for me. Just take them back to being a child. Maybe I'll connect with one of their loved ones, and that's me in the zone. And then we walk to the stage, and I'm out there. Is that him? Come on, where are we going? Where are we going? This way. This way. And I want round the other side. Is that him? Is that him?
That's Louis.
To those who believe in God, they have their own God that they pray to, because there's a certain God I pray to, a certain energy I pray to. Let's call it an energy. It's a very personal time for me. I never ever talk about religion or that sort of side of my life because I'll open up to a certain extent about, you know, the way I live my life and the way I am in my life, but that is something very, very private to me. Now, I want to go up to the top section. Hello.
Hello.
Now, okay. It's a yes/no answer here, okay? Because I'm not being shown it, but it will lead to the next detail.
Alleen ja of
You have
nee?
children?
Yes.
Okay, 2 months ago, did you buy a new bed? Or get a new mattress for a bed?
Yes.
Thank you, that's all I needed to say, because I went to your dad there and I said, you didn't show me that properly, and he said, listen, I was in her house, look at the kid's bed, she got a new one 2 months ago.
Yes.
Woo! I believe we're in a journey from A to B. It's a journey of our soul, and we have to lose to appreciate what we have. 10 years ago, I went bankrupt, and I thought it was the end of my life. I had a company that was very, very successful, but I made a few errors of judgment and lost my company. At the age of 9, I knew that I could connect with the spirit world, but I was unsure of it. So I locked it away in my head and threw away the key. And going through the difficulties in my life with my bars, I ignored that extra sensory perception I had. I just shoved it to the side because I had another focus, I had another drive. At the time it was painful, at the time it was very difficult. But when I look back, I wouldn't want to go through it again, but I'm sure that I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that difficulty that I went through 11 years ago. And I don't take it for granted. I don't take it as something that is owed to me. I just go with the flow and see where it's going to take me, and hopefully I'm doing good work. Hopefully people are enjoying what I'm doing, and hopefully I'm giving some sense to people's lives. Now listen, left, that's fine. Okay, I'm being sick. So I want to go back round about, when do I want to be? I want to be sick in the toilet. You want to be sick in the toilet 4 or 5 weeks ago. I want to go back 5 weeks ago. So we're going back into late April, going into early May. Can you do that for me? Mm-hmm. Was your son sick then? Was there a problem with him taking food?
Had hij moeite met eten binnenhouden?
Was there some food he was taking, or he had an upset stomach?
Well, he had it several months. I don't know exactly when it stopped.
Well, I'm okay 4 or 5 weeks ago if it was 2 months ago. I'm okay. I'm not going to get help in that. Was he having problems with his food?
Yes.
And he was being sick?
Yes.
That's fine. Now, did you not panic because he brought up a little bit of blood?
Dat hij wat bloed op had gegeven bij het overgeven.
Because I see a towel and I see a bit of blood on the towel.
Er zit bloed op een beetje bloed op een
And it's
handdoek.
coming from his mouth. Or was there another occasion a few months ago that he cut his mouth or a tooth cut him?
Yeah, yes, he fell.
Thank you very much. And the tooth that cut him, because your dad wants to let you know he's here, the tooth that cut him was the lower jaw, right-hand side at the front.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Your dad just saying hi. Your dad saying I love you very much. Your dad saying look after the kids. Very, very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. Now, you were saying about 2 kids?
Yes.
Okay. Should we not be talking about 3?
Maybe.
After the birth of your first child, about 7, 8 months after the birth of your first child, did you not think you were pregnant again?
Yes.
That's all I want to say. I want to thank your dad for coming through. You have been fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank
Time.
you.
It's time.
For me, there's a very strong connection with my audience. I've been through great pain, have had great loss, and many people coming here tonight have been through great pain and have a great loss. So there's an empathy between myself and the audience. Many people are coming tonight because they have a story of loss. And I have to be very understanding of that. So my ego can't get too much involved in the theatre show. I think you need an ego to get on stage. Because if I didn't have the ego, I wouldn't get on stage. But for me, the minute I'm on stage, the nerves, the ego is pushed aside, and my connection with the spirit world is the ultimate thing that I have to do. Because there are people here with expectations, people here who have suffered loss, and people here who want a connection with their loved one, and I'm going to do the best I possibly can to help them on their journey. I'm going to have a very special encore tonight. In fact, at the end of the show, we're going to release 1,000 balloons into the Amsterdam skies. That's going to be very symbolic. Symbolic not just for the audience but for me, because I'm going to ask the audience to release either their fears or their anguish, their pain, or send off a message to a loved one. So I'm really looking forward to the end. I don't think anyone's ever had an encore like that. Good night. God bless. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Val. Thank you so much. Come on, let's get the balloons. Thank you. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. We all doing it?
Waar is die dan?
Derek staat buiten.
3, 2, 1, go! Woo! Thank you for coming, everybody. May your dreams come true. I think happiness is very important in our lives, and being at one and at peace with ourselves. I think we have to watch what we project. I think we have to take life one step at a time. I think we have to forgive ourselves for the wrong decisions we've made. I think we have to forgive ourselves for the past if we feel awkward about something we have done in the past. I think people have a tendency to hold on too much to the past, and that stops them moving forward in their life. And I think we should be grateful for what we have. I I think we have a tendency to forget that until we lose something, we don't realize how important that was to us.
Voor meer informatie over De Toegift vanuit Carré of de voorstellingen in Koninklijk Theater Carré, ga naar de website www.carré.nl.